As the sun sets on Modern Horizons 3, it's time to turn our attention to the next direct-to-modern supplemental set. Magic the Gathering's Universes Beyond, Assassin's Creed Beyond booster packs. Actually, even though this set comes out in a few days, in some ways we've already passed it by. Bloomburrow previews begin any day now, and Duskmourn previews have already begun, because, we actually gotta hurry up and make room for the new Magic Foundation set, and God knows what else after that, so buckle up. But what about Assassin's Creed? Intended as a new kind of medium-sized Universes Beyond set, Assassin's Creed was designed in the middle ground between a typical Universes Beyond Secret Lair drop and a full-scale Lord of the Rings style complete set. Unlike the full Universes Beyond set, these medium sets will also be modern legal. But unlike Lord of the Rings, the sets won't be draftable. Instead, the set will be distributed via what are being called Beyond boosters, which contain 7 cards each. And hang on, 7? Does that say that these booster packs only have 7 cards? 7? Oh no, are these just Aftermath Epilogue booster packs all over again? No. These aren't 5-card Epilogue booster packs. Those were a disaster. Instead, these are 7-card Beyond booster packs. 7 cards, not 5. And they cost a lot more because, there's 7 cards in them instead of 5, so more money, please. What could possibly go wrong? Ironically, Beyond boosters were announced in the same stream in which Wizards of the Coast announced the discontinuation of Aftermath-style 5-card Epilogue boosters. In that stream, Wizards of the Coast was clearly aware of the similarities between these two undraftable mini-booster packs, saying that Beyond boosters were worked on semi-parallel to Epilogue boosters, though the team designing them was different from the team that designed Epilogue boosters, and the goals of the team were slightly different. But given what a disaster Aftermath Epilogue boosters were, and how very, very similar Assassin's Creed Beyond boosters feel to them, I do not think it is unreasonable for many Magic the Gathering players to ask the question, isn't this just the same thing? And while I do feel the answer is no, it's not the same, I also feel it's very similar, and that is what I want to talk about today. And so this video will explore what exactly Beyond boosters really are and what it means to you, the many Magic the Gathering players who may consider spending their parents' hard-earned cash on them. Please note, this is not my is it worth it to buy financial analysis, but more of a Beyond booster product analysis, overview, and yes, commentary on just whether or not these new booster packs really take Magic the Gathering Beyond, or if they are just a repackaging of the wildly unpopular Epilogue booster, complete with a higher price tag. Let's take a look, shall we? Blah 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 blah. Let's begin with what specifically is being sold within this Assassin's Creed medium set, what a Beyond booster contains, and how it relates to similar sets like Aftermath Epilogue boosters. Assassin's Creed comes in this new Beyond booster product, which we know contains 7 cards. What are those 7 cards? 1 to 4 cards will be rare or higher, 3 to 5 of them will be uncommons, and 0 to 1 will be a land card. So it turns out 7 is actually the maximum number of cards that a Beyond booster can have. Sometimes you'll open a basic land and therefore only get 6 cards. But hey, that's more than you got in an Aftermath booster by a whole 1 to 2 cards. One of the many issues with Aftermath Epilogue boosters was its cost. Packs went for nearly the same price as an ordinary 15-card booster pack of a full-size draftable standard set. At the time of its release, a booster box of Aftermath went for about $80, making the per-pack price around $3.33. But Wizards of the Coast said that they heard our criticisms of Epilogue boosters and took them into account for Assassin's Creed Beyond boosters. So surely these packs won't be as expensive as an Aftermath booster pack was, right? Well, let's find out. Keeping in mind that we are still in pre-sale, right now you can purchase an Assassin's Creed Beyond Booster display of 24 Beyond Booster packs for about $125. That's a per pack price of $5.20 for 6 to 7 Assassin's Creed cards, compared to a price of $3.33 for an Aftermath booster of 5 cards. So Assassin's Creed Beyond boosters are about $5 for a pack of 6 to 7 cards, while in contrast, Epilogue boosters were about $3 for a pack of 5 cards. So that's a pretty notable price increase. Okay, let's be generous for just a moment. Maybe this is just the Universes Beyond price markup. After all, on the one hand, with Epilogue boosters, you have in-universe small packs, and in the case of Assassin's Creed, you have Universes Beyond. I know they're calling them medium, but I still think it's fair to call these small packs. So let's look at another booster pack of Universes Beyond in comparison, Lord of the Rings. A draft booster box of Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth currently costs $168.43, which is certainly more than a box of Assassin's Creed, but that's for 36 draft booster packs, compared to the 24 in an Assassin's Creed box, which means that the per pack price of Lord of the Rings when you buy a box is actually only $4.68. And that not only gets you twice as many cards, it gets you booster packs that you can actually, wait for it, play with in a draft. So not only does a pack of Assassin's Creed cost more than the disastrous Aftermath Epilogue boosters, but it also costs more than the highly successful, well-received full set version of a direct-to-modern Universes Beyond set. I have to say, if Wizards of the Coast wants to convince us that they learned their lesson about Aftermath and adjusted things with Assassin's Creed, they aren't off to a very good start. What about collector boosters? After all, Assassin's Creed has collector booster packs too, and a box of 12 collector booster packs of Assassin's Creed is currently selling for $375? That's $31.25 per pack of how many cards? Oh wow, we're up to 10 cards. There's 10 cards in a collector booster pack of Assassin's Creed. Within that $31.25 pack of 10 cards, 4 to 5 of them will be rare or mythic, and the remaining 5 will be uncommon, with 0 to 1 set to be a land card. So 10 cards, unless you open a land card, in which case it's only 9 cards, and you're paying over $30 a pack. I guess that's an improvement on the Beyond booster. In terms of foils, 2 cards in a collector booster pack are foil etched, while 6 to 7 are traditional foil. That means 1 or 2 cards in a given collector booster will not even be foil. Call me crazy, but I feel that if you're spending over $30 on a pack of only 9 to 10 cards, why not just make them all foil? To be fair, a criticism that Wizards of the Coast cited regarding Epilogue boosters of Aftermath was that the packs were repetitive to open. They even often contained duplicates. When you've got 5 cards in a pack and a small set, sometimes 2 of those cards or even 3 of those cards were the same card. And a big reason for that repetition is that there were just 50 cards in Aftermath. So it's no surprise that opening a pack of Aftermath, even when it only has 5 cards in a pack, got very old very, very quickly. Assassin's Creed, which Wizards of the Coast is referring to as a medium set instead of a small set, has twice as many cards, and so players are therefore much less likely to have a repeat experience opening their second Beyond booster as they were opening a second Aftermath booster. Interestingly, though, of the 100 cards in Assassin's Creed, only 80 of them are new designs. The other 20 are reprints, 16 of which were already modern legal. Compare that to Aftermath, which only had 1 reprint, Training Grounds, or even Lord of the Rings, which had 0 reprints. And I can't help but wonder if Assassin's Creed was originally only going to have about 80 cards in it, all new. And again, I can't help but feel that this might have been originally conceived of as an Aftermath Epilogue booster type set, and then when the bad reception to Epilogue boosters hit the fan, Wizards scrambled to say, hey, let's add 20 existing Magic cards to this set, maybe a few additional designs so that it is more of a medium set than a small set. But whether Wizards of the Coast intended this to originally be a smaller set and then hastily added reprints to fatten it up, it doesn't matter because we've got what we've got, and let's deal with what we've got. What will the impact of Assassin's Creed be? Now, I know I said this isn't an is it worth it to buy video, and it's not, but another problem with Aftermath was just how little value was actually in the set. You were buying 5-card packs, and basically, unless you opened a Nissa, you were getting bupkis in value. Are we going to encounter the same thing with Assassin's Creed in that instead of 5-card packs, it's only got 7-card packs? That actually is going to have to do a lot with what those cards are. To its credit, there are several high-impact reprints in Assassin's Creed, such as Sword of Feast and Famine, Temporal Trespass, as well as some other high-value cards that are actually new to Modern, like Reconnaissance, Black Market Connections, and Cover of Darkness. Propaganda is new to Modern as well, though that reprint isn't worth quite as much money. Among the new designs, there appears to be some potential value as well. The Capitoline Triad, Ezio, and literal Leonardo da Vinci are currently in the $15 to $20 range. These high prices, though, are due to the card's commander implications, not their modern implications, and they are still pre-sale prices, which is why we're waiting for my official Is It Worth It to Buy video to do a proper financial look. If you do want to hear more about what highlighted cards are present in this set, you can check out my top cards from Assassin's Creed video, in which I go over both for the commander and modern format, which individual cards stand out the most. But when we compare all of this to Aftermath, a set that was designed for standard play, not modern like Assassin's Creed, there are some startling similarities that begin to emerge. Only 1 to 2 cards from Aftermath have seen much play in standard. Nissa Resurgent Animus, which is admittedly an extremely powerful card in the standard Teamer Analyst combo deck, and Tranquil Frillback, an occasional sideboard card in green mid-range decks. And that's it. That's the standard impact that Aftermath has had. The set has had a few additional cards see play in Pioneer, and certainly made an impact on Commander, but those formats weren't what the set was designed for. Lord of the Rings, on the other hand, had a ton of constructed implications in Modern, the format it was designed for. The One Ring and Orcish Bowmasters are still 2 of the most powerful cards in Modern, even after a new Modern Horizons set has hit the format. Cards like Lorien Revealed, Reprieve, and Delighted Halfling will be format staples forever, while Flame of Aenor has single-handedly brought the beloved Snapcaster Mage back from Power Creep Exile, and Samwise Gamgee is the cornerstone to a sweet combo deck on the fringes of the format. So regardless of how modern players might feel about Lord of the Rings being a crossover IP that has entered their favorite format, it's undeniable that those cards are modern relevant, a lot of them, and that set really was made with the format in mind. So when I point out that for a modern set, Assassin's Creed doesn't have much if any modern relevance, I can't also help but compare to how Aftermath didn't have much relevance to standard. And I also can't help but feel that this will have a similar effect on the overall value of Assassin's Creed. Lord of the Rings being modern legal did indeed help its sales, but only because the cards had modern relevance. I see no relevance within Assassin's Creed for modern, and I don't expect these prices to hold. Much like Aftermath, the keen consumer who waits a few weeks will likely see prices plummet. At the end of the day, I do not feel that there is much difference between Beyond boosters and Epilogue boosters. Yes, there are more cards within this medium-sized set, and yes, many of these new designs are certainly better than Aftermath designs were, but it is still a booster pack of about 7 cards rather than 5 cards, and the price on those packs is incredibly high, hidden by the fact that booster boxes have only 24 packs. And I really hate that because people go, oh, well, the price of this booster box is such and such, but yeah, how many packs are in the box? And when you divide that number, how much are you paying for individual packs? Do you really think that Assassin's Creed packs should cost more than Aftermath packs than Lord of the Rings packs? They do. I think that Epilogue boosters are a failed product line and that Assassin's Creed was already in the works with contracts signed and unbreakable, and Wizards had to think fast. They rebranded it, they maybe had some wiggle room to add in those reprints, to add in some extra cards, but it's just a new coat of paint on the same old mini booster pack. And you can't just make a set modern relevant if the cards within that set are not modern relevant. And the cards here simply are not. So is it worth it to buy a booster box of Assassin's Creed? I'll dive into the actual financials on that next week, but for now, My evaluation of Beyond boosters is that there is no significant difference between them and Epilogue boosters. But what do you think? Is Assassin's Creed really no different than Aftermath? Are Beyond boosters the new Epilogue boosters? Is this just the world of Magic the Gathering that we live in now? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, if you do want to just buy singles, you can check out my video on the best new cards from Assassin's Creed for Commander and the 1 to 2 that I think may have relevance in Modern in my video here. It's linked in this video description as well. And whether you are going to pick up Assassin's Creed, Bloomburrow, or Duskmourn, when you are buying Magic the Gathering products, if it is reasonable to do so, please try and do so at your local game store, the place that you play this great game. You're supporting your Magic community when you do.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
Dr. Lupo came on the condition that I would play this deck. I don't know what it is.
You're gonna be playing Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
I am Ash Lizzle, Gisa the Hellraiser.
I am Niall Joan Rivers, Rakdos the Muscle.
Hey, Dr. Lupo, Obeka, Splitter of Seconds.
My commander's in Sultai, but it sounds like if I play her right, I'm gonna make my opponents Sultai.
Prof, Steamer.
Teamer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Swing at you, Prof, for one.
What did I do? Are you not attacking Lupo because he
Listen.
used to be big?
First of all, no. But
I know Ninja, guys. Okay.
That's what she said.
that's what I said.
she
That's
said.
what I
Call
said.
him.
All right, can we form an alliance here?
If you stop hitting me and taking the initiative.
Screw you.
He said, let's team up, and then followed it almost immediately with screw
That
you,
bit-
screw
Yeah.
you.
I'm gonna Toxic Deluge for 6.
Do it for 5. Do it for 5. That is a violation of our alliance.
As we like to say, poggers.
I don't know what
You know-
that
you know
means.
that,
I
right?
don't know what poggers mean.
Poggers is something you feel in your heart. And I think you've got your heart a little too closed off to poggers.
All right, I will open my heart to poggers.